Hi everyone, it's Jody, and today I'm coming on to share some messages that have been coming through all week from the angels, and whoever needs to hear it is going to see this message. Now to start, I have been trying to do this message 4 times. The last time I was in the midst of it and the doorbell rang, and it's 6 o'clock at night and I'm not expecting anybody. And it was someone trying to sell windows and doors, but what I noticed was that the name of the shirt that he was wearing was called Elevate. And everything is a message, especially when I'm trying to do something like this and I keep getting interrupted. There's that energy is low energy, and it keeps trying to distract me from doing this message. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is, do you notice how distracted you have been getting in the last several months, if not years, where you're trying to work on something, or you're trying to do something, or you're trying to visualize or create something, and it keeps getting roadblock, distraction, roadblock. You're being pulled away. You're being pulled out of the higher vibrational energy, and you're being pulled down. So much has been coming in to share with you guys, and I really want to talk about this week and the potential war energy that is around the planet right now. But I feel the first thing that we need to discuss is the idea of vibrational frequency. And when you find yourself being pulled away from doing what your focus is or what you want to be doing, and you're getting distracted, how does your energy feel? Because I believe and feel in my own instances that my vibrational energy comes down. And so when he was wearing that Elevate shirt, after that 4th time, I thought, this is a message. And the first message coming through for everything is, including what you are seeing going on in the world right now, is maintain an elevated vibration as best as you can. Maintain the balance and centering and keeping yourself grounded and centered as best as you can. One of the ways to do that right now is to not get inundated or involved in being distracted and pulled away by looking at news, social media, or anything of the like. Because all it's going to do is suck you in and pull you down. You don't want that. You want to remain elevated. So the theme of today's message is all about elevating the frequency that resides in and around you. Secondly, I just want to tell you, no matter what is going on in the world, and we're going to get to that in a second, I have 3 cards because I worked with Archangel Michael this morning. Guarded and protected. This situation is already resolved. A favorable outcome. So understand that there's energy out there in the planets that is creating these turbulent energies coming into our Earth and affecting us as the human collective. We did sign up to be here at this time, but we also have free will. And so does everybody involved specifically in the situation right now. But when I pull these cards, guarded and protected, this situation is already resolved in a favorable outcome. What it's telling me is that, again, we have to go through this. But if we as light workers continue to work on ourselves and continue to keep our vibration elevated and not get distracted as best as we can and not get pulled down, we are helping the collective energy to remain higher. Remember, we're in an ascension process for our collective. And I have said this so many times, the more that each of us does our light work, it helps the collective. Now, what does that mean, light work? Especially if you're someone that is like me on the East Coast in the United States. I am not affected specifically because I'm not in those places. but I am affected energetically. We are all connected as a human collective. We are all one. So what are my choices? My choices are to go into the headspace and to go through this mind cluttering, worry, fear, anxiety. And don't get me wrong, that might happen to me here or there. But what is going to keep my vibration elevated? Is it going to be doing that? Or is it going to be going into the heart space? Making sure every day that I tune in and center and ground my energy field, my physical body. That I go into the heart and I pray out and call in my support team, God, the angels that I work with, your guardian angel, whoever it is, and ask them to bring light to the situation to make a change, so that it's not going to be as volatile and explosive as it potentially could get to because of free wills. Now remember, again, Michael is saying guarded and protected. This situation is already resolved, so we're in it, but according to the angels, it's done. It's already happened. And remember, in the spiritual world, there is no time. Time is not linear. Here it is, not there. And a favorable outcome, okay? So your focus is to be focusing on your home, your physical home and your physical home. And by doing that, and by keeping yourself tuned in and connected to your inner self, your higher self, you can maintain that elevation of vibrational frequency that is necessary to be out in the world. And the more of us that do that, we're sending that frequency out there, and hopefully it's going to help to dissipate what could be completely explosive in a disastrous way. 3 other cards that came out, and the first one is lean on God and the angels for support. So if you're worried, if you're fearful, if you're concerned, obviously we all are, we're all human beings, but if you're at a level where it's heightened, I invite you to call upon God and Archangel Michael and ask them to help you. Archangel Raphael can help with any healing of the mind space. Archangel Michael can help you to feel protected more so. And then the second thing that comes up is that they want to remind you to keep your eyes on the targeted intention. And as we started this, we talked about the fact that we have to really work on not getting pulled away from what our goals are, from what our purpose is, from what our intention is. And we are finding that we're getting distracted a lot more. We're getting distracted in our personal lives. We're getting distracted out there because of all of the stuff that is happening right now. So the best thing that you can do to help the situation is to tune in, connect, and ask God to help with sending light out to the situation. Sending love, which is the last part. The first card that came out, so I pulled all these cards, and the first one that came out was Eternal Love. At the end of the day, we are going through everything we are going through because we have been working on this for at least 5 years that I have been working on this, sharing this information with you guys, is that we have been far too connected to what is outside of us and not connected enough with what is inside. That connection with God, with your Creator, that connection with your higher self, your soul. This is just a physical body, and when we die, the physical body is gone, the soul goes on. Our souls are like condensed in the physical body that we chose. So here's another thing. We chose what we were going to look like and what we were going to experience. And we're in a time right now where so many people are unhappy with what they look like, and they're looking for quick fixes to make themselves look better. But what I want you to understand is you chose yourself, and it's time to start loving and accepting yourself exactly as you are, because you were created in God's eyes in eternal love. And one of your lessons, if this resonates with you, is to connect further with yourself, your higher self, your soul self, and show that self how much you love it. Because when you don't do that and you disconnect from your physical body and how you look, and you're not happy with it, you're lowering your vibrational frequency. And our job is to be elevating the vibrational frequency, especially at this time. So we are being asked, and it was the first card that I pulled out, to perceive that we are safe in receiving and giving love and being love. And so the call to action to you today is to call upon God and the angels. Also, because the energy is so turbulent out there, especially if you are an empath or you are highly sensitive, you want to be calling in extra shielding and protection, because you're going to need it. You might be doing that on the daily, but if you're in the world, which you are if you're listening to this, you're feeling what's out there, even if it's not tangible for you to touch. So you want to be calling in extra protection at this time, and do the best that you can to connect with yourself in such a way that is more loving and kind and gentle with yourself. Okay. The final thing that I'm going to share today with this is being faith-filled. And the number is 811. And the card says your angels call on you to take actual steps towards your inspired thoughts. All of those ideas and spiritual downloads that you have been having are from a higher power. And we are elevating. So we are connecting with the higher power more frequently at this time. If you are resonating with this and you're understanding this, you're understanding it because it's happening to you, and you're being called to action, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the love that is coming from your Creator, because that is going to support you more than you even know. So can you just sit quietly daily and do the work to connect? Can you be in the world, but not so connected to everything that's happening outside of you, but get more connected to what is happening inside of you? And any healing that needs to happen, calling in Archangel Raphael and the team of healing angels to help you and support you to go through your healing, because we're also going through that while all of this is happening all at the same time, which is why we are being called to align with the light through these stormy times right now. So just know, as we close this reading session, channeling, whatever you want to call it, that trustworthy friends, and when I pulled this card, I knew it had to do with the angels. So I'm sharing that with you. Trustworthy friends are with you now. You have free will, so continue to call them in. But they are surrounding you with trust, with faith, and with love. So do the best that you can during these times to remain in faith and in love. And enjoy too, finding the joy in each and every day. And finally, gratitude. Continue to be grateful for the smallest things in your life, for the big things in your life, because that will create more of an abundance of a flow that is going to come in. And remember that abundance is not just financial, it's love, it's relationships, it's everything. Take care, guys. align with the light.